not really going to hold you guys too long. We have a great message coming from our keynote speaker. I'm excited to hear what he's going to bring to us this evening. And I just want to take a moment to present him with the Leadership Award for outstanding vision, dedication, and commitment to excellence. Presented to Mr. J. Real Estate Morrison.
Thank you, Made, and thank you, Tony, and thank you all who are present tonight. I want to say good evening to everyone. Good evening. A little more energy, please. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. All right. I know them cocktails don't got you like that right now. But I'm really, first and foremost, I want to say I'm thoroughly impressed, and congratulations to Tony Earl Jr. and his whole team. And it's just a passion of my own to try to affect change in our culture and our community, especially for men and women who are ex-offenders who have went through the system and know what that experience is like. So I'll just give you a little bit of background on myself. I am the CEO and founder of the J. Morrison Academy, which is an online real estate investing school that teaches thousands of people throughout the country the skills of real estate investing, starting from scratch. That's been launched since this January. I'm also a real estate expert on NBC's Today Show, a celebrity realtor on Open House NYC on NBC. I've been a realtor for almost 10 years now, licensed New Jersey realtor, real estate developer, investor, house flipper, house buyer, seller, everything else you can think about that comes with real estate, hence the name J. Mr. Real Estate. I've been doing that work for a while, and real estate was actually my segue out of the street, out of the corner, out of the block in Newark, New Jersey, coming into a professional field that I knew nothing about, had no form of training about, but it's something that I took great steps and leaps of faith and have had some tremendous success. But for me, as I tour the country and I speak to schools, I speak to prisons, and just everything I do from an empowerment standpoint, I realize there's a big void in our culture in addressing this issue. And I'll start with a little history, and then I'll get a little bit of church, and then I'll just talk about the actual perception point. And on the history standpoint, when you see what the brother, I think his name was Cornell, who the video we watched, and what he was speaking about of how they kind of, you're free, right? You're free now. You're out in the streets, but you're re-entered, but you're not really re-engaged with society. And society kind of just says, hey, look, you did all this time. You worked for us for free or for 13 cents a day, cutting down trees or making license plates or sweeping, mopping, whatever you did, right? So you gave us this labor, you did your time, you paid your debt to society, but now we're not going to give you any help in how you transition. But it's the same pattern that we've seen nearly 150 years ago when we were freed from slavery and got no help or no kind of reparation or no kind of restoration for how we actually act as people once free. And the reason why I've been so aggressive and have gotten a lot of community partners within hip-hop and within professional sports and just have been really, really loud and vocal about us helping our community with this void is because of my faith. And, Christian is what I identify myself as. But as I've read the Bible and I've read the gospel, I really want to study Jesus. I don't want to hear any pastor tell me about how Jesus moved when he was on earth. I want to read it for myself. And one thing I got from when I read the gospel that really, really touched me, this is like a few years ago, and just really studying how Jesus moved as an awesome man, outside of my Christianity, just as a great man to walk the earth with. What did he do? What was he like? And one thing that was consistent in what he did is that he aggressively sought out those who were least amongst us. Those who were in prison, those who were sick, and those who were poor. And so for us in our country being built on Christian morals, Christian faith, and on our dollar bills and God we trust, I felt it's only right that we have an aggressive stance on helping those who are in prison, those who are poor, and those who are sick. But when we talk about perception, and this is the one thing that I give all the inmates, is that your attitude and your appearance is a key part to how you retransition back into the world. So perception is all based on two things. It's how you look at the world and how the world looks at you. And a lot of times as guys re-entering, we have so much baggage and so much drama, so much trying to get caught up on. Our spirits can be broken. And it's up to us to support those men and women who are coming home as best as we can, but really just to keep hope, which is why I was talking about attitude and appearance. I have a very optimistic attitude. I'm looking at the world like not about my mistakes or what I can't do, but all of what I can do. And I believe all things are possible. So when I grabbed my companies 2 years ago, the company I was working with, I got the largest listing in our office, $10 million listing in Alpine, New Jersey, America's richest zip code. I said, what am I doing up here in Alpine, New Jersey, the richest town in America? I know how to cook crack. Why am I here? But it was all about me changing my perception of the world. See, now I look at the world as my block. My block's not this small. The same way I had all the courage to still be selling drugs while I had 3 felonies, out on bail, out on parole. I use that same ambition, that same aggression in my career. So before I close, I was privileged, blessed again in my life. A few weeks ago, a month ago actually, September 2nd, I had a collaboration with a big rap star by the name of Young Jeezy. And he donated $1 million to my online academy, to my Jay Morrison Academy. Jeezy's one of the first stars to really step up and say, he actually called me on the phone. He was like, yo, I see what you're doing. He said, I want to help you help us. He said, use me as a vehicle. And that was really noble of him. And on his album release date, and it wasn't even like a PR stunt or nothing, it just happened to be coincidental. But he donated $1 million to our academy for scholarships to my academy for just distressed people in our community. And we're doing campaigns all throughout the country, helping people with scholarships. And what we want to do today is I'm going to donate $25,000 in scholarships to MADE. And this is on behalf of Jay Morrison Academy, Young Jeezy, Another Way Out, and the Street Dreams Foundation. We're going to give 25,000 scholarships for anyone coming through the MADE program to be able to learn to be their own boss and invest in themselves in real estate. Well, you guys can see. This is good. You can sit down. But again, no, I'm really privileged to be here. It's really my honor. If I could duplicate myself and be at 1 million of these things throughout the country, I would. Which is why I actually created an online academy, because I had to duplicate myself. So now everyone can get my teachings online. But I'm really happy, and I love to hear the success stories from anyone coming from under his tutelage and through our academy. We just want to provide a way out, another way out. And I believe with options, that creates more hope. With options, that also becomes reality. And I've been able to carve out some options for myself, and I owe the man upstairs because of my 3rd and 4th and 5th chances at life. I owe him to do as much as I can to empower my community while I'm here. So again, Tony, thank you for reaching out to my team, and thank you all for being very receptive and attentive while I run my mouth. But again, thank you guys for having me. God bless and enjoy the night.